Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? With a really itchy shirt and a review video. How you guys? How you doing? So today's video is going to be a review of the Norvina palette. Now, I'm just going to get it out of the way by saying it now. I decided to do this whole video because I loved the color of this one eyeshadow, Soul. I think the eyeshadow look came out pretty nice. If you want to know how to do this look, just keep on watching this video, guys. 90% of you are not subscribed to my channel. Subscribing is extremely important and would really help me out. I upload videos about once a week, and if I miss that week, then I upload to the next week. I really hope you guys are looking forward to this video just as much as I am. I would also just like a disclaimer in this video. I absolutely hate the way my hair looks when it is up. The amount of flyaways, and I have so much hairspray, memory mist from Way, and bobby pins in my hair, but nothing helps. So if you see all the frizziness in the video, I'm sorry. I was just trying to change it up a little bit. I always wear my hair down or half up, half down, and I was just trying to do something different for y'all. They always ask how y'all, but now how ye? And without further ado, let's just jump into the video. Alrighty guys, so as per usual, I'm going to prime my eyelids with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and this thing is on its last life. Then, as I normally do, I just go over with my Morphe R2 brush. This is what I set my face with normally for setting powder, and I'll just dust it over the eyelids. I'll just normally do that to set the eye primer in place, again with whatever is left powder-wise on the brush. Guys, I am so excited. So I'm first going to be taking this shade Incense right here on a Morphe R37 brush, which is just a fluffy shader brush. Now, it has a little bit of kick up. Not too much though compared to other Anastasia palettes or other palettes in general. But I'm just taking a little bit of that as a transition color for the crease. And I am just blending that from outer corner all the way to inner corner. Now this doesn't have to be super precise or really dark. As a matter of fact, we're just kind of going in as a very light wash of color to define the eyelid a little bit more. To define the eye, not eyelid, eye a little bit more. Next, I'm going to be using the Morphe M433 brush in the color Soul. I am obsessed with this color. This is the pretty much whole reason I did this eye look / reviewed this Norvina palette. It's the one blue eyeshadow that I will wear. So if that doesn't give you a hint, I hate blue eyeshadow. I really do. But this is more of like a periwinkle color, and it is so beautiful. So I'm just going to be taking that and packing it. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm shook. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. And I'm just taking a little bit on my inner corner as well, because today, my friends, we are going to be doing a halo eye, a halo cut crease. Bada bing, bada boom. We're just taking, again, that shadow, and we're just really packing it on, even though it has a ton of pigment, so you don't really need to pack too much on. And then I'm kind of blending it up into the crease a tiny bit. I'm not going crazy doing this just because it has a little bit of a sheen to it. I don't want to be putting a shimmery color in the crease. And I'm going to be taking Soul again and just I'm just going to go back in with that Morphe R37 brush, and obviously you can tell there's still product left on it. I'm just taking whatever is left and blending those shadows out. Alright, now that I'm happy with that, I'm going to be going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I use the color Light Sand when I am my lightest. Just taking a little bit of that on the back of my hand. And taking my Sigma F70 concealer brush, I'm just dipping a little bit onto the brush. And then we are going to go in. And normally what I do is I do this. I look up, and wherever it transfers is where I draw the cut crease. And I just take my finger and kind of blend out those edges so they're a little bit softer. And I'll do the same to this eye. So after applying that concealer, I'm just taking a clean M433 brush and setting that concealer with a loose powder. So now for these kind of shimmery colors, I really like actually using the Anastasia Packer brush. So I'm just going to wet this brush a little bit with some all-nighter setting spray. And I was really torn between going for Celestial or Wild Child, but I'm going to have to go for Wild Child and just get a lot on that brush. And apply it to the center of my eyelid. Such a stunning color. The one thing I will say is that I'm finding it that I have to pack on a ton of product of this Wild Child color onto the brush. Now normally with Anastasia palettes I don't have to do that as much. It's kind of just dip dip and it goes right on like a foiled shadow, but I guess it might be that it's a very light color or the formula is a little bit different. I don't know, but all I know is that this eyeshadow is not applying as smoothly as it normally does. But round two. Alright, so the second time packing that color on really gave it the punch that it needed, because before it was just kind of meh. Now it's damn girl. So I'm gonna go back in with that Morphe M433 brush into Soul and just blend out those edges a little bit more. Then I'm gonna go back in with that blending brush and soften those shadows a bit. Next, I'm going to go in with this color Eccentric right here. It is calling my name. I'm going to be taking my Rainforest of the Sea Tarte brush. I don't know. I love going through puberty. Anyway, I'm be taking this. What is the name of this brush? Let's Google this now. A smudge brush. Everybody, a round of applause. I'm going to be taking this smudge brush from Tarte and going into the color Eccentric. I'm going to be lining my lower lash line. Also, something I've noticed a lot recently is the fact that every time I start saying something, I stop mid-sentence, do the eyeshadow or whatever I'm doing, and then I go, and then blend. I can never finish a sentence. And when I'm editing, it's super annoying to me. I hope it's not annoying to you guys, but I'm doing my best to correct it. So to bring everything together, I'm then going to go in with my Morphe M432 brush back into Soul. And line that lower lash line. Take a little bit more of Eccentric. I'm just going to be taking my Stila micro tip liner and making a thin line. You guys know the drill. I don't do wing liner. That is just not something we do here on the Once Upon a Tutorial channel. Anyway, just taking a little bit. Just taking a little bit to hide the lash band. So I don't understand. I hit the record button. I was talking for maybe about 10 minutes straight, and then I looked and I wasn't recording. So basically, to bring you up to speed, I had to eat my words when I said that I don't think I'd ever find something better than Sex when it comes to mascara. And I have. The Better Than Sex mascara has met its maker. Now, the Caution mascara from Hourglass is relatively new. It came out a couple weeks ago. The reason it is my favorite mascara is because not only do I find sometimes Better Than Sex will sometimes clump up a little bit, I find that this one doesn't clump at all. It gives me the same volume, same length, same everything. And not only does it not clump, it will also not transfer. I've worn it the entire summer. It did not transfer onto my eyelid, and it did not transfer onto my lower lash line at all, which is insane because my lashes are super long. So they always hit both my lower lash line and my eyelid, and not once has it transferred, so mwah, my new holy grail. Alright, and so now that the mascara is applied, I'm actually going to go in with the Huda Beauty Samantha lashes. Alrighty, and so now the lashes are on, and I just use a little bit of, I almost said mascara, use a little bit of the Steel Micro Liner, just to again kind of hide the lash line more in the inner corner. I'm actually going to go back into the palette with my Sigma E30 brush into the shade Dreamer, and just put that shade on the inner corner. To tie it look together, I'm actually going to throw on the Anastasia Liquid Lip in Dusty Rose. After I threw on Dusty Rose, I just threw on a little bit of the Metallic Rose Lip Gloss. So everybody, this is the completed look. I don't know why I do this with my hands. I hope you all enjoyed it. I really don't know why that these two colors like burned my eye and were really irritating it and made it water up and goop and ugh. Other than that, I really love this palette. I think that the blendability of the matte shades are so good. They're so creamy, and I don't know how I feel still about Wild Child. I'd have to try the rest of the shimmers to kind of get a real feel for it. But other than that, one finicky color and these for irritating my eyes, I really like the color scheme of this palette and the idea behind it. I just think that it is so different than everything that we've been seeing recently, and I definitely think it is worth it if you wanted to have something more of like a blue, purple, pink palette that isn't super warm toned. You can just create so many looks with this. My one thing about this palette that I don't like, or I would have hoped to see in the next palette, is that there are only four matte shades in this entire palette. These ones are more of like a glitter shimmery shade. These 1, 2, 3 are satin shades, so that only leaves these as transition colors. And if you're working with purples and pinks, I feel like there should be a pink transition color, and I feel like there should be a purple transition color. Other than that, I really did like the palette. I think it's really pretty. I think all of Anastasia's palettes are pretty affordable. And I hope you guys are ready for the next video I'm uploading. It's never been done on YouTube before. I came up with the idea really late at night while I was sitting in bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning going, what's a really cool video idea that hasn't been done before that involves games? Until next time, guys, I will see you soon. I love you all. Please like the video and subscribe again. It would really help me out. And who wouldn't want to join our family here? You know, me and all 50 of you who watch this video. See you in the next one.